Oh yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're on.
Hi.
Hi, Facebook.
Am I at?
Huh?
Making sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, I'm on the right one.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Here we
You
go
know we do
again.
that.
Here we go again. Well, we have a very special edition this week of our Shannon and Misty Nailing Your Life. Pretty excited. You want to tell them a little bit about what's going on?
Yes. So welcome to, I guess, the season where our kids start school. We all start to stay home, or we're home a little bit more, and we're thinking about redoing our homes, of course. We're
pulling
face
out
to
all the
face with,
stuff.
yeah, we're like face to face with pumpkin spice lattes.
It's
So we're
coming.
all
What's
like,
the date? What's the date?
yeah, it's happened. So we're all kind of thinking like, okay, fall and winter are right around the corner. All these warm colors are starting to hit, and the trends are in our face. But lucky for us, here at Nailed It, we have our designer, Amy Johnson, who's a nationally recognized product designer. She's an incredible, incredible wealth of knowledge when it comes to what is cool in your homes. It's the only reason we're cool. It's because of her.
It's not the only reason, but it makes us pretty cool, I have to say.
So, yeah.
A lot of the designs that you see in our studio, Amy has created.
Not just created, hand drawn. Our designs are drawn. We don't take like
Clip
art
art.
and do things in. Like Amy's drawing these.
I know, even some of our fonts she hand does. She picks our colors we're going to talk about, like some of the stuff she's done. And if you haven't seen our new website, she had a lot to do with it.
Yes. Oh
so
my gosh.
pretty exciting.
So how many of you guys have been to Nailed It? Give me a comment below if you have been to a studio and you notice the board that says trend colors.
Now trending.
Now trending. Sorry, I don't even know what it says. Jeez. Now trending.
Good.
So our Now Trending board highlights these trends that are going on with design, with home. So let's kind of dive in and talk about how we select those colors, why we select those colors.
Why is there trend colors? I think
With
that's the
what?
thing. Why do we have trend
Gosh,
colors?
don't we have
What's
enough?
I know, because we have like 30 colors as it is.
Right.
Like, why do we need trend too? Like,
Well, these are gonna bring us seasonal colors. They're gonna bring us warmth. They may bring us coolness. They're gonna bring emotions to the seasons that we're in.
Okay.
So that's why we're bringing trend on board.
Okay.
I like
To
it.
really evoke the emotions of the season.
Okay, I like it.
Right.
Okay, I like it because I get emotional for this, especially
Right.
holiday season. I think fall to winter is the biggest emotional season out there.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
people want to decorate, they want to do new stuff, they want to feel warm and fuzzy.
And you want to give gifts as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's a giving experience too. So I think these colors do that.
Okay,
I
I love
don't
it.
know.
Good to
So,
know.
so how do you go about picking? Because I know you think for other companies that you work with, you're thinking way in advance.
Right.
You are already on 2021,
22,
22 even, so you're already there with
Right.
a lot of companies. How do you know what's going to be happening then?
Well, I've studied color for over 20 years, and so I've been involved with finishing and trend setting for manufacturing, and these are your baselines. These are the people that create trends across the country in your home. And so it's a little bit second nature to me at this point, but you know why and how we do it. We do it to evoke emotion basically, and to get excitement in the products. So in order for us to do that, I do a lot of studying. I study nationally recognized and internationally actually, research companies and things like that, but also other manufacturing companies and trendsetters, and compile all of that data and look at it and go to markets, and it is hands-on.
I like it. I like it. So
There's more than meets the eye.
There's more than meets the eye. It's not just slapping a color on. And a lot of people say, oh, it's another blue, it's another green. Really look at it.
It's
Really
really
look at it and compare.
And before we show the colors, tell me, so I'm Joe Schmo mom that's in my house, and I'm not always going to repaint my walls or put a new couch in because the trend color is hit. What are things that I can do to put these pops of color to get emotion in my house and have a difference, have that feel?
Well, one of the things going into fall and winter is warmth. And so warmth is going to be key. And we think about that when we think of fall and winter anyway, but that hasn't been the case in the past several years. So the warmth, we want to bring in creams, and we want to bring in golds, and mixing those tones, even within metals.
Okay.
We're really going to warm, and we're going to polish things.
Okay.
It's going to be softer. And even all these brighter hues and these solid colors we've had, these pale navy, everybody knows
Yeah.
that, right? Night Watch with PPG is a big one out there. All of these colors are so deep and dark.
Yep.
They're gonna be still there as we transition, but they're gonna become brighter.
Okay.
So as we
I
move
like
forward,
that.
and you can do that.
I like
So-
that because I feel like I fall in love with a color, or I feel in love with the way a color makes me feel, like as emotional as
In a
that
good
is.
way.
Right? Like I'm like, man, I really love that color, and then I'm like, now I can't find it in the stores. But then I find like a shade of it coming back in the other way, and I'm like, okay, I still love it.
And it's still
Like I'm not
will blend.
changing it.
Yes.
Totally, I'm not like, we just went from yellow to purple. Like,
Yes. Exactly.
Changing it.
And you can change it simply with a pillow, a blanket,
Exactly.
just simple things to add to the
Right.
touch of
A
it. 'Cause
sign.
You see
know.
it in, I worked in cosmetics for a long time, so you see it in
Yes,
cosmetic
same
colors. But I also, I mean, Miss Shoppa, I like our color. But you love going and you like a trend color,
Yes.
a trend look, and when you go to the stores, and this is what you see is
Right.
these are the trend colors that you're going to see in clothing and home decor and makeup and everything that you do.
Right.
So I think it's pretty crazy that we have someone.
And you
on
want
the
to you
team.
want to take that one thing that you see or that one trend that you fall in love with, incorporate that into your home. You don't need it all. None of us need it all. It's
Right.
too much.
You don't need to paint the
Yeah.
wall. It's just taking a
That's
little
right.
bit.
Yeah, so for all of you guys out there watching, and you're like, I'm so intimidated, we're talking to a national designer, we're talking to trends, like that's not me. It is you. It just needs to be approached in the right way. So we're not gonna scare you. We're not gonna talk about things that are like, you've gotta hire designers to come in and change everything. That's not what we're doing. We're talking about the ways you can do this in your home without being freaked out.
Right.
Because that can happen to some people.
Yeah.
I love it. So you want to look at some of the colors?
Yeah.
Okay.
So should we talk about where we started
Yes.
this year? So
Yes.
let's talk about where we started and where we still sort of are, because we are forward thinking as well. Not only are we going fall winter, but we are thinking into 2020
Right.
and how these things are going to translate and communicate together. So we started off color of the year Pantone. We're waiting on the color of the year for 2020 on Pantone.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting fact: PPG has already released theirs. It is a porcelain, Chinese porcelain. It is a, it is like a violet. It's got a violet undertone blue to it. It's bright. It is not a neutral.
Wow.
It's gonna blow you away. It's
So
not a
PPG.
neutral. We're used to these neutrals and sticking. So we're waiting for the other ones. They're waiting for Pantone. That's
Okay.
the big. That's the international.
That's the Super
deal.
Bowl
Yeah,
colors.
Yeah.
I love it.
Who are they gonna pick?
I love it.
So we started out with the color of the year is coral. So we were looking at these colors
Oh, yeah,
here.
sorry.
Excuse me.
I loved this one.
The
I
living
think
This
I
is
love
where we
this.
were.
This
This is kind of where we were as we transitioned, into spring, into the year. And then as we move, they're gonna take those
Just show you
corals.
those colors, sorry.
Yes.
It's hard to see back.
And they're gonna move more into red tones, not quite so much of a chili pepper, but a little chili pepper, and a little raspberry.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting yummy.
Feisty.
They're getting yummy.
I like yummy.
So this is the down and dirty of what happens when we work with trend colors. And we were deciding on 6 to bring out through the 2 seasons coming up. And this is kind of what we play with and the things that we needed within our group. Nutmeg is going to be a nice color, nice accent color for your fall. Think
I
pumpkin
love
latte, right?
that color.
It is
I
so
love
That's
good.
your harvest, your fall
It reminds
harvest.
me of fall, but then I feel like I can still carry it anywhere.
Mhm. And that's the beauty of trend
Yeah.
is being able to carry it through others.
Yeah.
And all of these you can see are going to meld well with creams and warmer colors. The blue, we have a signature blue that is one of our staples. It is one of our, actually our neutrals.
Our neutral, yeah.
That's got some grayer, some more landing, more deepening tones. We're going brighter. So we're gonna pop it up. Everything's going a little bit brighter. This red gumball will probably take us into Christmas, give us a little, it's Christmas with a little spice.
I like that.
I
You
love
know?
it. Mm-hmm.
And then our Admiral Blue up here. It is not your black navy. It is not your standard flat, deep, dark navy. It's got a pop of color.
It
It's
looks
got
classy too. It looks
Yes.
rich, like
Yes.
classy looking.
Yes.
So pretty. I can see cabinets.
That's right.
Who would paint their cabinets blue?
I don't know. Do we know anybody?
Next episode.
I love it. Jim, do you grab that sign? This
Yes,
is on the thing. I
totally.
want to show them
Yeah,
that.
talk about
Yeah.
let's talk about how we use
I
those
left-
in
we
our
left it.
studio.
You know, we never have
That's
that
okay. We got this.
So out of these colors, you can see some creams showing up. We ended up with the 6, and they're gorgeous.
It's hard to narrow down to the 6 when you have all those pretty colors.
Very.
But you have to also think what we already have in our studios and what we
Correct.
offer. So, what do we not have
Right.
anything with?
Exactly. One of the hot things, let's talk about off the wall for a minute because we brought it out, is concrete, polished concrete. I can tell you that a year ago, at least, I was developing finishes that were polished concrete finishes, burnished concrete. These are not your gray block,
Yeah.
ugly construction color concretes. These are deep. They're neutrals. They're warms. You'll also see them going into 2020, even in rose colors and some spicy concrete colors. You're going to see some different things.
Concrete's a big trend just in home decor, like
It really
cabinet
is.
tops or countertops.
And so that's another texture we're mixing too, right? And we're also taking it, we're twisting it. That's a hard, yuck thing, right?
Yeah, but it's
So
making
we're
it
making
beautiful.
it beautiful. We're
Sorry,
polishing it.
home
So we're bringing out our polished concrete, and it is a gorgeous yellow grayish with a green undertone.
And you know what's really great about this color? So I'm one to question everything. I really am. I'm one to question
Why?
everything. So I'm like, well, we already have a cream. We already have. Like, why do we really need
So
it?
much
And
more
it's-
than that.
It really is. So when I actually got to paint with it today, and as I'm putting it on the wood, I was like, oh, now I know why. It is so beautiful. It doesn't look like anything that we have in the studio right now. So
It's not.
it's gorgeous. It's
It's
going to be
not a
beautiful in
white, it's not a
cabinets.
gray. It's in that yellow and green undertone. See, all of 2019 we were in the greens. Everything had a green tinge.
Yep.
Going into 2020, FYI, blue.
Get out your
Blue.
notepads.
Everything
Everything's
is
going
trending blue. Think ocean layers.
I
We're
love it.
going blue.
I think I might have to change beach it up.
So this is going to give us our warmth.
I
This
love
is
that.
going to give us our warmth. It's going to go with your creams. This could be a substitution for cream.
Okay.
And if
Love
you
it.
have those tones in your house, a lot of natural linens, great modern farmhouse accents.
So soft.
I love that.
So
So soft.
absolutely.
Are you guys feeling good yet? Because remember, when you come in and nailed it, our art tenders and our leaders and our studio owners, they're going to teach you how to use these things in your home because I don't want you to feel like you can't put these in your home. So just know when you go into our studio, we are on top of this for you. You don't have to go in and think about it. We got you. Okay?
And these colors carry through the new year. Like,
They're going to carry us until through February, through winter, and then we will be coming out with spring, first of the year anyway.
Right.
I already got those lined up.
Sorry,
a
of
little
course
bit,
you did.
so-
of course you did.
But so Shannon is happy, I think, because she loved Myrtle.
Love
We
it.
all love
Myrtle.
Myrtle was one of our favorites. That was
So-
one of our trend
that's right.
colors last season.
This reminded me of when people would go in their bedroom and paint the accent wall like myrtle or their bedroom myrtle, and I was like, man, that is so dark. And then you see it and you're like, this feels like I'm in a castle.
And so we've taken Myrtle
Gorgeous.
that we've had, right? That was our trend color, and we've toned it down. We've brightened it. That's the trend.
I
So
love
now
it.
we have Juniper.
I
So if you
it.
love
Sorry,
Myrtle
Myrtle.
and you're upset Myrtle is going away, which the studios will still have some
Yeah,
paint.
they'll
anyway,
still have
sure.
some until it runs out. You can have Myrtle.
Juniper is your substitution.
Good.
So
I'm going
I love
juniper.
it. And that's gonna look so good. I can't wait.
and our
I'm excited about
Yeah.
this one because this one is different than anything we have. in the studio.
this is our color flare.
I love what you said earlier about it being feisty.
It is feisty.
It's like a feisty red.
It's-
It's right in the same family.
It's
We're
a-
all feisty.
Just matching our personalities, everybody.
It's a little chili and a little raspberry.
I love that.
Little chili powder.
Who knew
powder.
color had so many descriptions?
This is the emotion that color evokes. It's exciting. I love it.
I do
so,
too. I think it's amazing.
and we want to share it.
Don't
And I
miss
have
out.
to say, this one right here, I am like crazy excited about. I'm
I
just
love it.
really excited about it.
It is
I really like the way it looks. Like, you know how like red and blue
See 'em
sometimes can
together?
look like two red, white, and blue. Like
Mhm.
this to me feels like soft red, white, and blue. Like
Well,
it looks good. It doesn't look like a
And just explain the difference. So when I think of fall, and I'm sure a lot of you guys think this, I think brown, orange, and cream, like in yellows. Like that's the fall that most
I know.
people think of. That's what they start changing out
And
their
that's that
decor.
yellow cream. That
Yeah.
yellow, yeah.
Yeah. So how is this so different? I mean, obviously I can see this different, but why do I need to go this way fall rather than the browns and the?
Well, I think it's personal opinion, first of all. And color to me has to make you happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if the browns and creams and oranges make you happy, do it.
And do it right. We have the
Trend
stars.
wise, if you want to try trend or you're happy to jump into trend, these are softer. They meld well together. All of these are kind of interchangeable. You can use them all with different palettes and different backgrounds. So even within the trend colors, we have some great marriages here as
Ooh.
far as the colors.
Let's
So you
marry.
could, if you are someone who loves the oranges or the browns, I could still use a little pop of this with that.
Absolutely. We have chocolate bar in the studio. That's one of the browns.
Right.
Actually used that one of our new coffee designs. We took the signature. There are 2 ways I did that.
You think I wouldn't even work here?
It's so yummy. Well, I was so excited. We took the signature blue and we used our concrete as our cream color, and we used a little bit of chocolate bar for the coffee grounds, coffee beans.
Wait till you see these new designs.
But the other substitution for that is this aquamarine. This is stellar. This was a little bit of a wild card when we looked at the trends.
Beautiful.
But when it was painted, there was no question.
We knew it was right.
Yes.
So can I show them?
Yes.
Okay, so this is just a quick, we wanted to show you, this is a new design that'll be out. This is not even our wood really, but I just wanted to show you the colors together. So this is this color tone up here. No, this color tone, sorry, I'm like, didn't look like that.
Juniper.
This is the juniper, this is that aquamarina, juniper again, and then that emerald blue that is
And the
right here.
background
And
is
look
the
how that, in the background is that
concrete,
concrete, polished concrete color. It looks so good together.
So you can see the warmth.
But it's funny because, sorry, I don't want to block everyone. So it's pumpkin, and you think, like you said, orange or whatever. If you have an orange pumpkin in your room because you're decorating for fall, this is going to look so sexy with it. And I say sexy because it is.
And you
It
could
is.
easily make
yeah.
you could easily make this pumpkin the orange color, and it would look
Orange,
really good on
Absolutely.
And then
here.
buy a
So-
little
did.
pumpkin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you can change this all around, but just seeing these colors together, it's very fall. It looks good
So
together.
bring out your pumpkins and your lattes from last year, and all of your orange
And-
tones,
and
whatever
mix
you want,
this
and your
with it.
corals, and pop this with it.
You don't even need anything new. See?
I
We're
love
going to make
it.
sure
I love
these
it.
colors work
except,
in your home.
Except a new sign from Nailed It. That's the only
Yeah.
thing new you need.
We will make sure it matches
I love it.
everything you have. Don't worry.
So the key is, the good takeaway from some of these colors on this sign that Misty showed you, is mixing the greens with the blues. That's how we're going to transition into 2020.
Okay.
I love
Big
it.
deal.
I love
Big
it.
deal.
I'm excited about that. So, I always like to test Amy.
Oh, man.
No.
I
like
feel
to
like-
test her.
Nervous for Amy.
So no,
There's my people.
this is good. She already passed. She doesn't know. So she's showing me all these colors the other day. Actually, she's showing me these, and I'm questioning every single one of them. Going, what? I don't know about that. You know, I'm not the designer. She is. So I walk into the store this morning, and I'm like, let me see if anyone has these colors. Like, does she know what she's talking about?
She's off the rocker.
I mean, like, she's off the rocker. And look at the pillows and the colors. Literally, this
Fine,
is what was
Pottery
it. I bought
Barn.
these this morning.
Look at you. You look nice.
I mean,
You
literally.
even matched
bought
your
these.
shirt to the Myrtle.
And look at, there's, hello, exact. Look at this.
It literally is exact.
Exact color. Is that not crazy? This is the exact colors that you're seeing in the studio. Like,
And of course, you can take tones and everything.
oh,
It's
sorry.
all mine.
Don't knock things over.
Misty's like, hold on, I'm
I
holding
know, I'm
six
holding
pillows.
everything. And even, like, the blues, like the navies.
And
like,
they look so good together. It reminds me of like, there's nothing it reminds me of. I shouldn't say it. Just evokes like this softness to my home. And I always say like, there's houses and there's homes.
Mhm.
If you're not pulling color in that challenges your decor, and you're not thinking like, just do it. It'll feel so cozy and warm, and that's what we want. That's why we're here. That's why we run Nailed It. Like, that's what we're doing. We're bringing this into your home and making you guys excited about making it feel good.
And it
Right.
just takes it, you know, something else that we have that I think is pretty amazing. So when you go into one of our studios and you do a project, ask, if they don't give you a lifestyle card, give us a call. But they're going to give you a lifestyle card, and what these cards do, which I think is pretty amazing, Amy designed this as well. It allows you to put the colors that you use on your projects on this little business card that you can put in your wallet, and then take these colors and match them at the stores so that you get the exact color that's on your
Or complementary
sign.
colors or whatever
you
you
can
want to
take
use.
that card, so instead of taking the whole sign in the store to match it, you've got this great card.
Look at that with a pillow.
I know, look how good that looks together. Look, and even if
We
I
never
threw,
read.
if I
Oh,
threw
you
this in,
guys,
look
she
how
nailed
good.
it.
I nailed it.
She did nail it.
Yay!
You
I love that
nailed
you told me
it.
that. It makes me happy.
I feel like I need to match my outfit next time to like the trend.
You're almost,
Way
no,
off.
you got the
That way.
spring. You got the spring peaches.
I know, sorry,
so.
it is way too hot to be wearing it in my fall thing.
So this is fantastic, Amy. Like, I feel like you've given us so much and
I love this.
knowledge and what we're using. Like, look all this together.
And it's
We're
funny
using
because even this is just even more proof. Do you guys see like this burned orange color? I guess we could call that.
Yeah.
It's all, and then all of these new colors that we're bringing in. That's just showing you how good that looks together. Can you make me that pillow?
Right, exactly.
Okay. there we
Amy's
go.
sewing today.
And it's still, you know, this is kind of where we came and where we're moving to. So you can see a nice transition.
Mhm.
And we move into next year. I'm anxious to see what Pantone comes out with. There's a rumor from the London-based research company that it's going to be neo mint. I don't know how I feel about that. They're bringing it down to earth, and they're saying this is a modern, earthy, you know, connection. I don't know that they're right.
You guys, don't be intimidated.
No.
Questioning the London color people.
I'm questioning it.
When you say London, I get a little intimidated because the accents, and I'm like, they're so fancy there.
So I think ours is gonna tremble it. We'll see.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
it. I'm
Here's
very
another-
excited about this season. So
I'm in there
we
too.
just released these colors to our studios, so they'll be getting these colors in. I can't wait for you to share this with your friends and get in the studio. And I want to see when you use these colors. I want you
Please
to
tag
us. Please tag us and
I
let
want
us
to see them.
see.
And even in your home, when you put them in your home,
Mhm.
like show us how
Yes.
easy it was to put them in your home. Because what I don't want to happen is people to get intimidated or think like, I'm not a
I can't
decorator.
have it.
You don't, this is not about you being a decorator. This is about you finding that thing in you that makes you feel happy. Does this color make you happy? Go to Nailed It and use it.
I love
It's
it.
that easy.
I love it.
That's
Right?
what we want to see, the emotion of the seasons.
Yes.
Right? I'd love to see that.
I love it. And
Color.
So think about what studio can you go to? We have so many opening. This whole summer has been about studios opening. So
I know.
we have, I think, in Fort Wayne, Indiana just opened up. Marlton, New Jersey, Somerville, South
Somerville,
Shore
yeah.
is opening up very, very soon, like a couple of weeks.
Of
Miami just did their grand opening. We've got more announcements coming
Boston.
soon.
Boston, Miami, Florida, Indiana, South Carolina, North Carolina. This
And we have our
takes
Greensboro
you
store already
Greensboro.
open, Hickory,
Mooresville,
Mooresville, Fort Mill,
Rock Hill,
Rock Hill,
South
Charlotte.
Charlotte's
South
coming.
Charlotte's coming too.
Trust
so-
me, whoever's watching,
I mean, it's like,
no matter where you are, there is a studio. Don't worry, y'all.
And if there's not, guess what you can do?
You can get
open one. So,
You can open them. Let me make sure there's no questions because I like answering them. Oh, someone said it actually matches your kitchen. I don't know what it matches, girls, but that's awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, I love that. I can't wait to
Okay.
see more pictures.
Well, send us pictures, add pictures to the comments. We love to see what's going on in your house. So, thank you.
Yeah,
We're
do you guys
excited.
love what you saw with Amy? Guess what? There's more. You guys can follow us. Join our VIP Facebook group, Nailed It Crew. That's
Nailed
where we
It
talk
DIY Crew.
a little bit more about decorating using your home, trends, things that Amy sees out there that she's trying to help you guys pull in your home in a non-crazy way. Don't worry.
Right.
Sometimes crazy, sometimes not. And then if you want to go even deeper into our blog, we have the Nailed It blog, which will walk you step by step through some of these crazy things that we talk about.
And the actual things that we use and where you can go and purchase them. So that's pretty
Absolutely.
cool.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
we
think
got you
next
covered.
week we may talk Amy into coming back to talk about some of those finishes that you talked
Oh
about.
my gosh,
Yeah,
not
you
all.
thought rose gold was out? It's coming back in a big
Thank
way.
God, because I bought the rose gold
Wait to see.
iPhone and I was really worried
Yes.
that it wasn't going to match my home.
I know, I heard it was going out, so to hear it's just changing a little,
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited.
It's coming back.
So maybe we can talk her into coming next week and we'll talk
Of course
more
we
about
can.
metals.
Of course we can. Give Amy love so she comes back.
I love it. I love it. Share this with your friends. Tell everybody about the trends and come see us in one of the studio near you.
Yes, I'm going to get up and turn off the camera as we all say goodbye.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.